So, Elden Ring, is it overhyped or is it actually that good? Well, I'm 8 hours into the game and I believe I can share with you my very first impression. Alright? Let's get to it. Now, I will start with character creation and guys, what is there to say? It took me literally 45 minutes to create my character. Like, this has to be the best character creation I've had in a single RPG since ever. Like, since fucking ever, you know? I remember back in Skyrim when I first checked out that particular character creator and I was like, oh my god, it's so insane, it's so good. And today, yeah, okay, I found out what Fromsoftware can do, alright? And it was truly marvelous. Like, we're talking literally 45 minutes of me trying to create the ultimate character, changing X, changing Y. Like, you could change your eyebrows, you could change your mouth, the slope of your forehead, your jawline, then your actual jaw, your chin, everything. You had so much control that, like, when I finished creating the character, I was actually creating, I felt like I could not have made him better. Like, I properly expressed myself via this creation. Like, I'm pretty sure you can actually create yourself in real life into the game. Like, and it even allows you to change from various races. I went with, well, the human one, okay? Because, like, okay, I'm a boring guy. What do you want from me, okay? But yeah, like, you can change so much shit. Like, you can even create some Dragon King shit, you know? For example, on my character, I gave him a demonic eye because I thought, like, this looked fucking epic, you know? Like, one of his eyes was fucking turquoise blue and the other one was red. And I love this. Like, heterochromia, I'm a fool for it, you know? And it was really, really good. Even being able to change your voice, which I believe I actually forgot to change my voice because, like, the brain, right? But yeah, like, very, very good character creation. I believe it might actually be the best character creator I've had in my life. Now, after you're done creating your character, you get into the intro movie. Or maybe these are vice versa. I don't remember, you know? Just reacting to that epic cinematic, you know, rise, tarnished, and all this epic shit. I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, you know? This is such a high quality. And honestly, I'm gonna take a small pause here and tell you guys, if you have PlayStation 4 Pro, run this in 4K. If you have the ability to play this in 4K in your PC, do so. The game is marvelous. Like, this cinematic was actually beautiful, okay? And the sound, whether you listen to it via some, you know, cheap-ass headphones or from the home cinema, which you have right behind this actual camera, it's amazing. Like, you want to listen to this with good audio, you want to watch this like a good fucking movie quality. It's insane, you know? So, audio and movie. And to this audio section, I want to talk about a small category, which is the overall sound of the game, okay? Now, I believe Fromsoftware did an amazing job with the game overall, alright? That's a spoiler alert for what's to follow later. But the sound specifically, magnifique. Why? You know the thing when you just deliver an attack and you feel like you deliver an epic attack and then you hear a fucking smack and you're like, well, I guess I don't know what to do with this, you know? It feels super bad, you know? You need the attack you deliver to carry the proper weight, you know? Like, when you deliver a slash attack, you want this slash attack to be heard, you know? To make an impact, you know? To be heard in your room or into your ears or wherever it's to be heard, you know? You need the sound to affect you. We have 5 senses. One of them is hearing. It automatically affects the way you will treat the game. It automatically affects the way you will enjoy the game style, the gameplay. And you will be, of course, immersed, you know? Same thing goes for the ambience, you know? Listening to the horses around, listening to the footsteps, the howling of the wolves, those fucking bird things, the birdies, you know? Even the falling sound. Everything was perfect. Like, when it comes to cinematography and actual sound, I would give this game a 10 out of 10, same as the character creation up to this point, and I may actually get a bit repetitive, alright? And then we have the combat, okay? And here is when the good shit finally starts, you know? Like, why? First of all, you start into the game. This is my very first Souls-like game. I've never played another Souls-like game myself, not a single one. I'm used to having difficulties, I'm used to being handheld sometimes, you know? But never before was I just fucking tossed into a sandbox game and be like, fuck you, you know? Just like that. So, what do I have to say about character creation and combat in general? I enjoy how you get into the tutorial, and the game itself actually, you know, it doesn't handhold you. You take this path, and you come here, you can learn how to dodge, you can learn how to block, you can do this with that, and it teaches you some basic mechanics that you will need later on, you know? And then what does it do? It gives you a boss. Of course, I got my ass whooped the first time I fought the tutorial boss because I'm trash, but that's besides the case. The point is simple. It teaches you some things. Then you go to the boss and then you get your ass beat, and then you go back to the boss and then you defeat it. That's how it worked for me. Second time's a charm, you know? Then I proceeded to exit the main tutorial area and get out. And that was a mistake, because then I met the actual first boss, and then I got my ass handed to me. And that's good. I believe this is perfect, and I will explain. The whole journey of zero to hero does not really feel true unless you are a zero. Now, for me to live this fantasy perfectly, I started as a wretch, and I would suggest you guys start as a wretch yourselves if you're new to the Souls-like games, you know? So, why did I do this? Because I wanted to be as weak as possible, you know? I went to fight the first boss with my stick, and I lost with my stick. And then the horse came, and, you know, like how the story goes, with my stick, you know? So, why do I keep repeating my stick? Because it felt so rewarding when I just finally got my first weapon or my first armor piece, you know? To this day, it's integrated to my brain how I left this church area and I found that knight and I killed the knight like 4 times. You know, I probably died to him a few times as well. I killed him 4 times, I went back and saved, and then back to kill the knight, and then back to save, and then back to kill the knight, because I wanted to learn the combat, and I was scared to go out to the world, you know, like I was actually scared. This is good, you know? It taught me how to play a bit. I got my first armor piece. Then later down the line, I find the camp where I can kill the soldiers, but I cannot kill the knight. I learned to play. I'm starting to get good, you know? Then I noticed that all the weapons I get are not from my playstyle, which is dexterity. I want to play this katana fucking warrior, you know? So what do? I start exploring, you know? I start roaming around. I learn about my horsey. I start to mount my horsey. I go away this fucking Goliath that they put right there in that fucking narrow crossroad, whatever the fuck that was, and this guy was just, yeah. Okay, we don't talk about this. Okay, screw this. So I run past this, and then I start exploring, and I find a few caves, you know? And then I actually had a help from my Twitch chat, you know? They actually told me where to go and get my first katana, my Uchi katana, if I recall correctly the name. And I went there, and I took this item. And in that cave, I fucking struggled, you know? Because I still had my stick. So I proceed with my stick, and one of the mobs drops a scimitar. And I'm like, oh shit, this feels good, you know? I mean, it was a fast-hitting weapon. I like fast-hitting weapons. What can you do, you know? So I was just fucking slashing and dashing and rolling and doing all this shit, and then I go and take the katana. And then I realize how good this game actually is. Like, the combat and character progression, you know, you start from 0, you do no damage, and then you start customizing your own character. You literally manipulate where you put your stats, especially if you start as a fucking wretch, which you start at level 1, you're absolute 0, you're dog shit at the fucking game, like, you're so trash, it's unreal, you know? And then, all you do is just deciding on which stats to upgrade, you know? So for me, it was dexterity. I knew that, well, I didn't know, I was told that I needed to get my dexterity to 16 and my strength to 11 in order to be able to use my Uchi katana. So I did level up a bit beforehand. Then I got some vigor, and then I got some stamina because I saw I was running out of stamina when I was doing a lot of slashing attacks, you know? And finally, I go back to that knight, which I was struggling. I could not kill, you know, this fucking knife with the pokeboy, you know? He would destroy me. And I finally killed him. I did a lot of damage. I could one-shot the mobs before, like if I would go and sneak past them and kill. Also, can we pause here and say, why does stealth feel so good in this game? Like, the stealth in this game is so good that it's insane. It's better than Assassin games, okay? It's better than Assassin's Creed. Like, it feels more rewarding, and I love Assassin's Creed, okay? I'm thinking of the assassinations that I did with Ezio, you know? How it works, I'm not going to display this. I'm not an assassin, fuck that, you know? But this game actually makes assassinations feel more impactful, more brutal, more just fucking epic, you know? You just go from behind and you slash him, man, you know? don't even get me started on the special weapon attacks, you know? L2, R2, or L2, R1 with the katana was fucking insane. And now, so we give combat and character progression a 9.5 out of 10. Why do I lose 0.5? Because in that fucking cave, I don't remember which cave, I think it was the Uchigatana cave, there was these fucking skeletons that you had to kill, and if you kill them near the corners, you know, they respawn. Like, if you kill them, they respawn, okay? But if you kill them near the corner, what's the problem, okay? Your character is too fucking stupid in the head, and he does not destroy the glowy, whitey thing, and he just goes and smacks the wall like a fucking idiot, you know? So that's why it gets 9.5 out of 10. Also, I did not know about the invincibility window after I backstab someone. So, yeah, I don't consider this a negative. What I'm saying is that, yeah, I did not like the wall thing. That's the only negative part when it comes to the combat. Now, let's continue with progression, with the best thing, in my opinion, quests and story, okay? Now, I don't know jack shit about the main story. However, the moment you come out of the first cave and then you meet this guy that calls you maidenless. Yeah, thank you, okay? I'm single. I know. How do you think this Funko Pop collection was made? With me having women? Nah, I sacrificed on this in the altar of Funko Pops. And games. And plushes that you probably cannot see up there. Anyway, that's a fucking parenthesis. Let's just move on with this. What I'm trying to say is that the story is amazing. The way it's told, not the story itself. Like, I have not played the story. I don't know. Like, I know very few things about Belina. I pretty much only know that she lied to me. She's like, I will be your maiden. And then you find out she cannot be a maiden. And you're like, but, what? What? You know? But other than that, I like how every single person you meet addresses you. Like, the first one is like, you're rich, you're tarnished, but you're maidenless. So you're like, fuck you too, you know? And then you progress and you get to the church, to the little, to the tiny church, and you meet your vendor, and then you find your blacksmith. And in this sandboxy area, the game gives you enough directions to progress without ever feeling the need to hold your hand, you know? It's impressive. Like, this is how you immerse someone. Like, I literally streamed for 10 hours. I was trolled by the fucking PlayStation thing, you know? The game had to fucking update for 2 hours, okay? But I played 8 hours straight, and I swear to God, if it wasn't for the 2 key lights that you guys don't see here, but I'm very much feeling in my eyes right now, I could play 8 more. Like, I haven't felt the need to play so much ever since, I don't know, I think the last game that scratched this itch for me was Skyrim. Like, I remember playing Skyrim, and when I say I played Skyrim, I mean I played Skyrim. I can imagine this happening with Elden Ring with me, you know? Like, I'm already picturing that I finish Elden Ring as my samurai, which will be like, I don't know, like level 351 with maxed out 3 or 4 stats or however the fuck this thing works, you know? And doing just fucking pepega damage, just one-shotting. Like, that's my goal, okay? I want to cheese the game at the end. Like, I want to start 0 to hero, like literally 0 to hero. Go from doing 0 damage to one-shotting the hardest boss. That's my goal, okay? And if there is a new game plus, I want to one-shot everything there. Then I want to do the same, for example, as something entirely different, okay? Because, like, I'm playing as this fucking, sometimes using a shield because, like, the shield is very, comes very handy when you're fighting these fucking coyotes. Like, the undead coyote, like, I die to these bitches. Like, fuck those things, you know? It comes really helpful, you know? So you can just block and smack and just be done with it. So I occasionally use my shield to block and maybe parry. I want to learn parry in the future. Like, this was a very good suggestion by my Twitch chat, you know, after don't to be precise. And I use my katana. And the second weapon, other than my katana, will be a fucking flail when I need to hit those miners that you cannot damage with slashy weapons. You pretty much do jack shit to them, you know? But what about my second playthrough? That could be with an archer. What about a thief? You know, what about an actual warrior, like a two-handed sword, great sword, like a biggest dickus, you know, like big sword, or with a stick, or with a pokeboy, you know, with a polearm, dude. Like, there's so much customization, so many possibilities that it's fucking insane. What if I could make a paladin or a reaper, a death knight, you know, all this shit, all right? So I think that the way the world hooks you is just fucking marvelous, you know? And I will give this to storytelling. Not necessarily story, because like I said, I haven't done it, but storytelling is what guides you to explore, you know? The scenery. How beautiful is this game? How beautiful is this game? Can someone tell me how beautiful this fucking game is? It's insane, you know? Like, you just lose your mind. you look around and you just want to go there. Like, I remember exiting the first cave, tearing up. Like, when I exited the tutorial cave, I teared up before I met the maidenless, the guy that called me maidenless, and then I teared up for another reason. And I look around, I'm like, look at the tree, it's so pretty. Look at the fucking castle over there. What is behind the castle? The mystery unfolding, you know? And I felt the need to go out there and explore. And my Twitch chat, as I said before, like, really, really helpful people. I'm very grateful for all of them. I have a no spoiler policy, but I don't really have a no backseat gaming policy. Like, you can backseat, you can suggest your opinion, you can tell me what you think I should be doing. And if I like your suggestion, I will do it myself, you know? It was a very beautiful experience, a very good first impression, you know? And I think, sure, part of it is because of, the people that contributed into this, like my chat. But a great part of this comes to the game. I want to say a big thank you to Fromsoftware. In an era where every single RPG and every single game out there tries to be a cash grab, check out Tower of Fantasy, you know? What do they release? They usually release free-to-play games that they put gambling shit in it, like loot boxes and stuff. They're trying to steal from people. They're trying to milk you, you know? They have skins and recolors, and you get this and you get that. And you know what I got? I got this shit, okay? For 70 euros, the launch edition for 70 euros. And there is nothing else, there is no extra. I just remove this shit right here, and it's my game, and it's my envelope, okay? And I can just use those too. That's it. That's what you get. It's so pretty being 8 hours in and seeing 0% in the completion screen. 0 trophies in the completion screen. Do you know how good this feels? Well, probably you do, because I'm guessing that the people that are watching this video are hardcore Souls-like fans. I didn't know that it was so good. I could not fathom that it's so good. So yeah, that's a big thank you to Fromsoftware. Please keep releasing games like this. Yeah, like the gaming world is coming down. We get the same reskins, we get Call of Duty shit, and then comes this marvelous, lovely piece. I can understand why some game developers were salty about Elden Ring, because like it literally just takes a shit on any other game that I've played, That does not apply to Final Fantasy XIV, but if you want the reason for this, you can watch the video that I have, like, I won't even put this in the description below. Just click on my profile, or don't, that's up to you, okay? Anyway, let's not yammer here, okay? And get sidetracked. Thank you for watching, guys. I have like a few other videos on my on my YouTube profile if you want to go watch this, like Final Fantasy 1 I mentioned, maybe like the Tower of Fantasy one that I have, and a few others, And if you enjoy what you watched here or the gameplay, you can come and find me on my Twitch channel. I will have that linked actually in the description down below. You can come and hang out. I stream there on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. You can find everything in the About Me section. My streaming hours, I wrote them. Nobody reads them. But come on, like, if you are interested in, I don't know, like, seeing more of my fucking shiny head, just come in there. Tune in, Let's fucking explore this game together, because I will be exploring this game. Like, this shitty game is anything but. That's what I mean, is anything but. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to making a full review in the future, Like, once I finish this, once I put enough time into this, I will do a full review. And I'm really excited about this, and I really hope you guys are as well. Well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll not keep you guys any further. This is the outro now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay hydrated. Cheers, my friends.